Hello, Bob Ullman here, Nashua, New Hampshire, March 20th, 2013. Got another foot of snow, by the way. That's the latest news for the weather. That's the way it is living in New England and New Hampshire. And I love to kid around about the weather, but, overall, I'm just happy each day I live. It's such a blessing to me to have another day, no matter where I am. I would be happy. I'd probably be a little happier in Florida, and next year I hope to be there. But a little more. I was there a couple weeks this year. But here we are talking about. In fact, we're going to talk about happiness and what makes us happy today, because that's I'm happy. I want to share what makes me happy. That's part of it. I do believe that if we take in and have the right input daily, the right type of reading materials, the right type of listening to the right type of people, right audios, going to the right kind of events, doing things that make us happy, just the things, listening to good music, doing events, sports, whatever it is, anything that makes you happy, hanging out with people that are fun to be around and enriching to be around, taking in wonderful entertainment and so forth. There's so many things. If we do the things that are fun, we're gonna be happier. Obviously, in my case, I'm also experiencing success in business, and I want to keep on experiencing more success. Part of the success and is obviously we get goals. We follow those goals, and the best way is to, as Napoleon Hill really said in Think and Grow Rich, which is one of my favorite books. He said, get a burning desire, get a chief aim, and get a burning desire. I highly recommend that book. But lately, I've been participating in a series of calls in the morning called Daily Mindset Calls. Anybody can contact me to find out about those. We have a Facebook group that we're also associated with. I believe it is the we are the Think and Grow Rich. It's something like that. I'm going to put it. Anyway, I'm going to put it in the link in here. I don't have it off the top of my head. It's something to do with Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill, but it's like We Are Think and Grow Rich. It's a Facebook group. And then you can plug into those calls. Everybody should. It's not for any one company. It's generic. This young fellow, Paul, does a great job at hosting them, and we have a little input after as well. So one of the things we do daily in the mornings with these calls is he's been reading from a chapter in a great book called Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. That's Psycho-Cybernetics, Maxwell Maltz. A wonderful book. Maxwell Maltz was a former a plastic surgeon, or at some point. And he discovered in even when you change people from the outside, they didn't always change from the inside, because it was a lot based on the self-image they had of themselves. So, the bottom line is he really did a lot of research into how do we change our self-image. One of the things in the chapters that we talked about today was the visualization techniques, and we talked about there were some great examples of how people in various sports have improved tremendously just by visualizing, because it's been proven that things that occur in our mind and with vivid imagination, it's just as good as actually doing those things in terms of the practice. So we can actually practice in our mind by utilizing various visualization techniques. We can also do that, of course, for business and for many other things that we want to occur. Okay, so one great example that I contributed to the group this morning was the story of the golfer, and this is I am going to try to find the website here, and once again. The golfer story is Great Golfer GreatGolferWithin.com. Great Golfer Within. I'll also put that website up. Great Golfer Within. It's The story of a man who was imprisoned in an enemy soldier camp during the Vietnam War. It was an American man. He was shooting 100 in golf before the imprisonment. He spent, I believe, it was about 5 years in the prison camp. Most of the time, really at the beginning, especially within a very small confined area, possibly even dark as well. So he really didn't have an opportunity to go out and continue his golf game. But to pass the time, he started visualizing the course. He used to love the game, and so the course that he would go on, he would actually carefully start playing golf in his mind and see himself and visualize and carefully pick out the clubs. In fact, he would take just as long to play the game as it actually used to take him. He'd walk from one hole to the other. He saw everything in his mind, and in fact, he eventually even was very meticulous with exactly what he would wear each day. And from I've gotten some other sources that told me about this story that had even mentioned that he would play actually because he had a lot of time. I mean, he was in this dark prison room. He would play sometimes twice in a day. He would play the course each day, and he did this every day. Well, anyway, he gets out of prison, thank God. I think it was after about a 5-year stint, or at least a few years. And he does get out of prison, and he goes on a golf course. Okay, he wants to get back and enjoy his game of golf. Well, the first time he plays, he betters his previous score by 21 points. Okay, 21 points better. That's tremendous in golf. He hits a 79. Now, he hadn't been on the course in 5 years. Some people might say, gee, he'd be a little rusty. But he never missed playing because he continued to play in his mind. It was the visualization. So I tell you this today to try to motivate you, to make you see what visualization could do, to see yourself happy, to see yourself successful, to see yourself in a better position than you are right now, in a better place, living in a better place, in a better area, being around better people, whatever it is, being making more money, having more fun, doing the things, being happier. You have the power to do this, and when you see it in your mind, it'll be just as good as reality, and then reality follows, because that's the way it works, because you've already got it in your mind. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. I hope if it can help somebody, that's great. Put some links down in here. Always put a little link to my business, the Empower Network, which we're all about this. That's how I found out about this mindset call, but it's not, again, it's a generic call, and anybody can participate. So, I found out about them through this wonderful Empower Network, which is my biggest source of income these days, and doing quite well with them. So anyway, you're welcome to speak about that. Click on the link, get involved with the Empower Network, the Prosperity Team, which is what specifically introduced me to some of this material, and I look forward to catching you later. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye now.